Hello and welcome back to Tinker Talks Guns. So, the other month, Facebook made an unprecedented move. Something totally unexpected that had never happened before. They started showing me ads for products that were actually relevant to my life. And this had never happened before, so I was kind of shocked. And that lasted about 30 seconds, and then I was annoyed because I was getting inundated with ads for gun-related products, mostly holsters and things of that nature. So I started writing to the companies that were advertising and said, hey, you're blowing up my Facebook feed. Least you can do is send me a product for review. And much to my surprise, they said, sure. And that's why I have the Brass Goat. Now, the Brass Goat is a brass catcher. And goat, by the way, for those people my age, GOAT stands for greatest of all time. And this immediately begs the question, is it? Is it really? So I decided to find out, since they were so kind as to send me this example of their product for free for the purpose of doing a review. Now, it's kind of interesting. It's all polymer, plastic, whatever. And it's shaped to clamp to the magazine well of a rifle, an AR-15 in particular, and it has a removable brass compartment that's made to look rather like a magazine at a casual glance, and is removable. Clicks in nicely. It's all very simple construction, and it feels quite robust. It is thick, strong plastic. Now, the way this mounts on an AR-15 is you slide the hook over the mag well and just press it into place, and it clicks into place. And then it will catch brass. And when it has caught enough brass, you remove the brass reservoir and empty it. Now, this was of interest to me because I've recently started shooting 300 blackout. 300 blackout compared to things like 5.56 or 9mm is not cheap. So I reload, and catching the brass seemed like a very good thing. So this is a product that is potentially useful for me. Now, it's not svelte, but it's not bulky. There is a bit of a gap at the top, but that doesn't really seem to matter. And so I took it to the range to try it out and see how it works. And I used 5.56 because I'm a little low on 300 blackout ammo at the moment because I haven't reloaded. So let's see how that went. Okay, the Brass Goat is pretty easy to mount. That's it. It just clips on. So, doesn't interfere with loading a 30-round magazine. That's kind of important. Safety on, round chambered, safety off. Let's see how it works. Okay. Safety on. And release this. And it comfortably holds 30 rounds. I think if you go much past 30 rounds, say to 45 or so, it's probably going to jam because there's just too much brass. But works great so far. And it doesn't block the magazine release. Almost like they expected you to actually use the weapon while it's mounted. Safety off. Empty on. Drop the mag, and 30 rounds of brass. Unsurprisingly, it works. So, as you saw, it works as advertised. It's easy to mount and dismount. Just stick it on there till it clips. And it's there until you remove it. You can easily remove the brass reservoir to empty it, which you will need to do because it works 30 rounds fine, but somewhere between 40 and 45 rounds, it's going to start jamming brass up because there's nowhere for it to go. This is not a real problem. You can, of course, reach the mag release, and as you saw in the video, seating 30 round magazines is no problem at all. 20 rounders are going to be a little trickier, but I think you can manage. And if you can't, why are you operating a deadly weapon? So the product performs as advertised. It's well made. It seems durable enough. It's really, I think, made for range use or maybe hunting. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be just fine in those environments. And so this is actually very useful to me, and I'd like to thank the makers, Magwell Mounts. I'd like to thank Magwell Mounts for sending me this for purposes of evaluation. Now, these retail for about $40. And I think it's worth it. If you want to save your brass for any reason, or you just don't want to have it scattered all over the landscape, this is going to work. Now, this is not meant, I don't think, for use under combat conditions. Because let's get real, if you're in combat, you've got bigger problems than where your brass is going. But it is quite sturdy enough for range use. Mil-spec receivers only. That's written right there, important note. And it does the job, and I think it does it pretty well. So, good product, price is reasonable, why wouldn't you? So, that one's a win. I'd like to thank my supporters on Patreon. This is very much a shoestring operation, and your contributions help more than you know. I'd also like to thank channel benefactors, those individuals and businesses that have contributed to the channel in innumerable ways and really helped make this work. And as always, shout out to Rain City Shooting Center for providing material support to the channel and generally being a bunch of nice folks. So, I hope this finds you well, stay safe, take care, and I'll talk to you again real soon.